shit that they hear.
That's all he does.
You know that, nigga.
All right.
You can't repeat that shit 5 times and act like you saying the message.
Let's see. Don't finish this shit right quick.
That clown face.
I was barely to keep.
Bring it back a little bit. Bring it back.
Whis.
Whis.
I see. I guess thank you for the information. But if need be, though it is up to you, the wearer. If you decide to take them off, you will find that you will return to your individual states, back to Vegeta and Goku as separate.
But that's actually amazing because you said that they actually tagged.
I mean, I'm talking about the story. I didn't say anything about the art. The art could have been by anybody. It's just not important at all whatsoever. They could have. You feel me? I'm saying this could be the very newest thing that came out in the newest manga, and if you don't have it, you don't know it. So this video is worth watching because I didn't know it, right? The fucking this nigga could have been just sitting here telling me this shit because there's a bunch of niggas who do that. Yeah. That one Mexican dude with the fucked up teeth, probably seen him before. It's just about the lore. That's the only thing that's important, and that was the essence of your question is: did somebody make this up? No, I think this is. I'm pretty sure it's the manga. He has the link in the bottom to download the manga. You can read it for yourself. But I would much rather be able to play my Yu-Gi-Oh game while I hear it. Like, who fuck reads books anymore? I mean, I've been reading since I was 3 years old. I've gotten my fair share. I'm not against books, but
I prefer audio books because I could play.
Yeah, it's fucking. It's the future, bro. It's the goddamn future.
While I'm listening to it.
It's the goddamn future. Audio book it. It's you know what I'm saying?
I'm watching this shit like an audio book.
This is what this nigga's providing me, but there's no audio books for mangas. Yeah. So boom.
Entities. But I guess for the last 10 years, you haven't exactly had the luxury of doing that, or anything else for that matter. Vegito, in response, looks down forlorn once again, muttering,
Forlorn.
I see. I guess thank you for the information. As meaningless as it is while I'm locked up like this. But one thing I still don't understand, Whis, is you've come all this way to tell me about angel laws. Why I cannot become a god of destruction, and even to tell me I'm stuck as Vegito too. Yet the question still remains, why exactly are you here? What is it that you need from me? Look at how late you've left this. All I've wanted to do all this time is just go back and see my family. To go back to Earth. To continue my life as it once was. But from your words, it seems that hope is now dead and gone forever. Whis, now with a serious face, responds, I know that I cannot fix what has been done to you, Vegito-san. Nor can I truly emphasize with the pain and suffering you must have gone through being locked away here for all these years. But hopefully, my next words will be of great comfort to you, Vegito. I have come to free you. What? Vegito's face immediately lights up in shock. He cannot contain the emotions coursing through his veins. He doesn't know whether to be happy or scared. He continues, Wait! What are you saying, Whis? What do you mean you've come to free me? How are you going to do that? And why now? After all this time? Whis then turns his back to the Saiyan, and with a smile and sweat beating down to his face, then explains, I don't want to keep you any longer, but of course, I know that you desire an explanation. The truth is, Vegito-san, I feel as though my time as an angel has finally come to a close. Though my powers have returned after a new god of destruction has been appointed, it pains me to admit that the gods of destruction have changed since Beerus' death, and not for the better. It is hard to explain 10 years of events, but I've never seen them behave in such a way or even think the way they currently do. After disposing of you, the gods have since become cocky and arrogant, in the most ungodlike of ways. It's as if they now know they are simply untouchable. For you, Vegito-san, were the ultimate example to be made of. You were the strongest mortal in the multiverse, the strongest mortal that ever lived, and now they had imprisoned you forever for destroying one of them. I was barely keeping it together. I was at the end of my line, but still, I decided to keep going. It was not my place. I'm just an angel. However, it was after them.
If you watch the tournament, Jiren was like the strongest, not like literally the strongest motherfucker you've seen in all of Dragon Ball.
That's what I heard, that they were like he was stronger than Goku, but
yeah.
he had committed a sin or some shit like that, or he wasn't worthy. And they even said in this.
Well, he didn't have any desire to be. He was the Goku of his era, of his universe, pretty much. He was a do all as I see fit type, you know what I'm saying? Type of dude. I was, save who I want to save, and I'll never be under anybody's jurisdiction, type shit. You know what I mean? So that's that, and that kind of, and that was kind of the point of the tournament too, to see all the strongest motherfuckers that the gods want. Zeno wanted to see that. Zeno likes to be entertained, but the other guys were spectating very closely, like, as you know what I'm saying, like what the prospects are. And they was awed several times by several different people in the tournament. So this only makes sense to that they would feel threatened, especially with fusions and shit at bay. Like, nigga.
Especially with the nigga that just conquered the defense, and the other dude conquered offense.
Yeah, that fucking Goku got perfect Ultra Instinct defense, and Vegeta's got perfect Ultra Instinct offense. I mean, the Ultra Instinct defense, they fucking avoid attacks without using any energy. They spare all energy without thinking about it. They don't have to. That's why that's what Goku learned. He was like, you always calculating the point. It's just like real boxing, just fighting. You have to have that twitch, that muscle memory. You know what I'm saying? That fast twitch, and he gets that shit or whatever. And see, Goku's that don't want to hurt nobody. He gets the defense, and Vegeta gets the offense, which is the opposite of that.
And it makes sense,
obviously.
Yeah.
So he gets the offense, which is the same thing. You use little energy for open attacks, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like, no energy for open attacks. That, like, when somebody opens, bop, 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 bop. You can have your eyes closed, and you just bop, 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 bop. There's nothing. You just hurting yourself trying to attack me. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. And then if you combine them niggas, I guess that's what happened. That's why they
get that yin and yang, nigga.
The yin and yang, man. And that's why they're the strongest being, the strongest mortal being. Period. Niggas was stronger than nigga beat Beerus, because Beerus was the god of destruction and the strongest mortal being. And Whis, I don't believe is mortal. Whis can be.
Well, Whis is his angel, or the angel.
Right, he's his guardian, and a bunch of things that Whis could do. Whis was his teacher, for the most part. Whis was his trainer, as well as his guardian and overseer.
But at the end of the day, old boy makes the rules. He just has to kind of play in bounds of the rules.
Right. Hand of the king, but he's actually stronger than the king. But he's not a mortal being. He's not a mortal being. That's why they use the word erasure. Like, because you erase, like, you didn't get, like Yu-Gi-Oh, you didn't get defeated by battle. You got a card affected. You because you can't be destroyed by battle. You know what I'm saying? Oh, for the most part, from what I understand, anyways, because the angels are not mortals.
Act where they destroyed something very dear to me that I knew as soon as a new god of destruction was appointed and my powers were back, I would arrive here. I knew then that something had to be done about this, and that something is this. I stand here before you, knowing that my final act before disappearing will be to save you, Vegito-san, to finally undo what has been done. But this time, not by time reversal. A shocked Vegito is distraught, unable to accept the words he is hearing. He says, "What? Disappearing? To where? I don't understand any of this. What exactly are you saying, Whis?" Whis then smiles softly again at Vegito, and then puts his arm out in front of him, almost as if ready to blast or attack him, saying emotionally instead, "Vegito-san, I know that this isn't enough, but I beg of you to please accept these last words of mine. I'm sorry for what you have gone through, and still going through. I'm sorry for what my father and Zeno and the other 11 gods have allowed to transpire. The evils they have inflicted on you, and the horrors they forced a hero such as yourself to face, I know that it is wrong. I am but a mere angel, and to meddle with mortal affairs and to go against the decision of my superiors is one that will be met with erasure. But I have watched Universe 7 for a millennia, and in that time, I know what is ultimately best for it.
Oh, the Grand
There
Minister.
is nobody who knows this universe better than I, and it is time for me to take a stand, to do what is right, instead of just following orders as I have always done. It is time for me to say goodbye, my friend." And with that, Whis yells, "Ha! Release!" And just like that, a force from Whis is thrust upon the chains, snapping them open and breaking them up into pieces instantly. Vegito has been released after 10 years and
that
yells,
piano though, nigga.
What? I'm free! Not used to standing up on his own, he immediately falls weakly to his knees as the rest of the shackles clamber on the ground. Trying to regather the strength he once had, but he coughs up blood once again, his body straining under its own weight. My body, it feels different. Still on his knees, Vegito then strains his heavy head to look up and suddenly yells, Whis! He screams, a lump in his throat from emotion. He knows something is happening, something bad. But Whis says nothing. He simply smiles and stares at his mortal friend, Vegito, as he begins to slowly erase to nothing. His existence being wiped out for eternity, just as he had foreshadowed earlier. Vegito, even with no strength, finds something deep inside to throw out a hand and naively grab him. But as he tries to grab Whis, his hand is met with nothing but thin air. Whis has gone, disappeared into the nothingness that is erasure. No! Whis! Vegito yells, but his words cannot follow wherever Whis has gone, and are ultimately met.
You understand what just happened there? Because he broke law. He told the niggas. So he went over with these niggas that when you killed Beerus, I knew that your attack, first of all, I knew that your attack would kill him. And he's asking, well, why didn't you stop time like you do and stop, you know what I mean, woo-to-woo. And he was like, you underestimate yourself, first of all. Your attack was so fast that I couldn't have intervened. There was not enough time for me to intervene. And then, once the God of Destruction has died, I cannot act anymore. I have no master any longer, so I cannot use any of my power to do anything. All I can do is literally give you my opinion, like completely powerless without a master by law, or else complete erasure. So the very first thing you do outside of that law, like break this nigga from chains, you're gone. It ain't nobody got to find out about it. You just gone. You know what I'm saying? And he felt that this was inevitable. He felt like he had to do this because, like he said, he saw the other gods and stuff like that, and they were starting to get, get cocky. Yeah, and gluttonous and all, and not giving a fuck about shit like that. And him being the most, I don't want to say the most pure being, but the most level-headed logic being in the entire universe, as the watcher, one of the watchers of the universe, it's the God of Destruction and the Supreme Kai, who are, the masters of the universe or whatever, like the yin and yang of that universe. And he's like, man, after watching the universe, I know what's best for this universe. They just like any government, you know what I'm saying? Like just like any government, you know what I'm saying? They too fat, they chilling, bro. They fat chilling, boom, boom, boom.
Met with pure silence. He falls to the ground, wrecked with emotion, struggling to accept what is happening. He starts slamming the floor in anger, tears running down his face and splashing onto the floor, creating a puddle. But suddenly, something piques his interest. There's something else in the room with him. At the corner of his eye, he notices that Whis' staff has been left behind by the angel. Slowly, mustering his strength and moving cautiously as if not to tempt fate, Vegito struggles to his feet and makes his way over to the staff. Instantly, he grabs it, like it was made for him, only whispering, Whis, what did you... But now, moving the staff around full of hope and energy, he looks at it with a smirk saying, I guess this was your last gift to me, Whis. I cannot thank you enough. Maybe, just maybe with this, I'll be able to travel to the other universes and to Zeno to try and sort this mess out. Is that what you wanted, Whis? Maybe this is how I bring you and Beerus back somehow. But for now, there's only one thing I have to do for my own sake, Whis. And that is go back to Earth. To see my family, my friends, my home.
I'm back, bitch!
But first, I can't let anyone see me like this. Maybe Bulma would like it,
get a fresh
but
cut
for Chi-Chi, this is a big no-no. I gotta get rid of this damn
He said
beard.
Bulma might like it, but she
Vegito
said
then
it's a
summons an
big
energy
no-no.
sword from his hand.
Bulma like
and in one
that shit.
precise
Bulma
swoop,
freak.
the beard falls to the floor in
Bulma a freak.
tatters. Now clean shaven and looking more like the Vegito we know, Vegito stands tall, almost a new man with a staff, and calls forth, "Take me to Earth now!" And surprisingly, as if the staff knew Vegito always as its wielder, then shoots off, taking him with it. But Vegito soon arrives in a blank and empty space. He looks around, not sure what this means or even why he's here. There's literally nothing here but empty darkness. Definitely no sign of Earth. This doesn't make sense at all. What the hell happened here? Did the staff take me to the wrong place or something? Couldn't be. Vegito then places his fingers on his head, thinking, I'm not sure what's going on here, but no matter anyway. I'll just use instant transmission and lock onto someone on Earth. Let's see who I can find. He closes his eyes and concentrates. No way! But as he tries his best, he still can't seem to find anyone. Vegito starts to panic now. He opens his eyes and says, What? No! That's impossible! I can't sense Earth anymore or anyone on it anywhere! How could that be? This is where it should be! Following this, he immediately looks to his right and points to the moon saying, There it is! Earth's moon! Kami restored that long ago after Piccolo destroyed it. I'll never forget that or where it's supposed to be. Trying to rationalize things, Vegito then places his fingers on his head again and tries to go somewhere, to lock onto someone, but again, nothing happens. As Vegito grunts, You're kidding me! Even New Namek has gone! What is happening? Who could have done this? Surely, this is some kind of trick! A game someone is playing!
Playing games,
Wait
man.
a minute! Suddenly, Vegito's
Smash the
face
like button.
goes extremely shocked and wide-eyed as he has a flashback to one of Whis' last words. Words that rang. They destroyed something very dear to me. The pain is almost too much for Vegito to bear. He grimaces in agony as he realizes what Whis was talking about. No, they didn't. Did they?
You know, we
Even New Namek?
You know, we slid them ramen noodles, boy.
As rage begins to build, he continues. Those
Nah, facts though, you
damn
see,
gods!
he loves the
They
ramen
imprisoned me for all this time, erased my family and friends, made Whis erase himself, and removed our only hope of bringing anyone back. Why? Why? Vegito immediately grabs onto his head, trying to restrain the beastly fury that is finding itself out. The heartache is too much. The grief begins to mount up. His muscles bulge to a point that even surpassed how he was a decade ago. His eyebrows gone and surrounded in a majestic aura. Ultra Vegito screams so loud the entire universe hears. And with a crazed, almost insane look on his face, he proclaims, I'll kill them! I'll kill them all! No god will be safe from this day forth! And with those final words ringing throughout the multiverse, Ultra Vegito, the God Killer, has finally been born.
Woo!
I see you working, but you're not alone. You may be working, but you're not alone. Yeah, you love me, but you're not alone. See you working, but you're not alone. You may.
All right, so the gods were so scared. These niggas was so pussy that they just destroyed Earth and Namek. They probably killed the whole solar system.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They had to destroy the whole solar system because that's why this thing can't lock on shit.
Oh well, I mean, he only knew niggas on 2 planets for the most part, I guess. I guess after this, I guess the first thing he would do after this is go to Kai planet, see if that nigga there, Spring Kai, and see if he there. Go to fucking, you know what I'm saying? That nigga McGill say them niggas hating then. They just took the whole damn.
That's like fucking black people taking over the world. You just gonna kill all black people.
Hell, them niggas hating. Yeah, them niggas mad hating, bro. Y'all just gonna destroy the whole thing. All right.
Not even the whole race, nigga, the whole galaxy.
Not even just the sands. Like, y'all could have snapped the sands off the planet, my nigga. Y'all could have snapped the Saiyans off the planet. Y'all gotta kill everybody. Krillin been weak since day one. 10 been weak. Well, 10 was nice, but he was weak. The humans ain't doing shit, bruh.
The only thing we can do is make babies.
Oh, 10 I know human, huh? Didn't 10 have a third eye? Or was it just his move, third eye? Didn't he have 3 eyes?
Yeah.
Or was it just his move?
No, 10
He actually had 3 eyes.
But he was also like special.
That's why I said that nigga went hard in the beach. I got that nigga in the, bro. Man, that should be make me want to pull up that Xenoverse, boy. That Xenoverse, man.
I got one of the Xenoverse.
Xenoverse 2 is there. Shit. Oh, I think I got the disc version of that hoe. I don't know if it's in there. Yo, man.